What are the top questions I get in psychic readings? Let's talk about it. My name is Ginger Quinlan, and I am a certified psychic medium. I've been doing readings for 44 years now. So I have talked to so many people in my career that I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about what are the main questions that I get in psychic readings. So in psychic readings, I tune into you, the living, my client, and I basically tap in to the energy of the person I'm reading for. And then I look at their past, their present, and their future, what's coming up. I basically ride the energy that you present to me if you are getting a reading from me. So some of the things that we talk about at length is work. What's your path? That is the biggest question I get. And I always have to smile at that question because to me, your path is whatever you're doing right now. Because our paths consistently change and grow as we change and grow. So you may have a whole lot of different paths in your lifetime. Unless, of course, you know what you want to be when you were a child and you make that happen. But there will be aspects of your path that changes as you go along in your lifetime. So when I get asked that question, a lot of times I get the things that you are not doing yet that Spirit is telling me, go after it. This is coming towards you. Pay attention. Like somebody who's been working on computers forever, but they're really an artist and they want to quit their job and go be an artist. I will pick up the art part and say, perhaps your path needs to go in this direction. Or somebody is working as a teacher, but really they want to be a facilitator for homeless people and get them where they need to be. And I'll pick up that energy and say, perhaps this is coming up for you where you're counseling people or helping them. And usually the person I'm reading for totally understands that. I also get asked about relationships quite a lot. So I hear all the time, does my husband love me? Does my wife love me? And I feel that energy and we talk about it. Many times when a person asks me that, they already know the answer. It's either yes or it's no. You already know. And we talk about it. We talk about what's not going right, what is going right. If you guys need to go on a hot, fun, sexy date to kind of get things going again and to connect to each other. Because what I feel so much in that question is especially couples who are just working and taking care of their children and their home and all their bills. They don't have time to go have fun and just be a couple. So we talk about that. We also talk about how to make it better, how to take some time to reconnect. And if it's not going well, we talk about what's not going well. And it comes up. It comes up so you can hear what's coming through from Spirit, through me, to give to you so you can work on it, change it, let it go. Do whatever you need to do with it. That's your choice. I'm just here to show you what's going on that you may not know about and what may be coming up with it or how you can shift it so it feels better if it's fixable. The other question I get all the time is, what should I do? So when you get a psychic reading, it is actually the psychic's job not to tell you what you should do, because that puts your psychic, me, if you're getting a reading from me, in charge of your decisions and your life. If you should book a reading with a psychic who tells you what you should do and do it now and change it now, that's not psychic. That's influential. So if I pick up something with someone like they're in an abusive relationship and it's not going to shift or change, I will say you may want to look at getting out of that because it's not for your highest good and you're going to get hurt. And it gives my client the option to make that choice. It's not me saying, you should leave right this minute because it's just that bad. Now, if I'm reading for a woman who knows that it is that bad, I will usually ask, do you know it is that bad? They always say yes. And then I will say, well, you might want to look at your options to get out of that because it's not going well. You may want to look at your options to get out of it because it's not going to change. So again, I'm offering the options. The other questions I get are about health, school, kids, all of it. Every single part of our lives, every single thing we're doing is talked about in a psychic reading. But for the most part, what comes up in a psychic reading is the most important things going on in your life that Spirit is saying, pay attention to this. If it's not working for you, get out of it and change it. Or look at how you can upgrade what you're doing, elevate your energy, elevate your awareness of how you can shift something. And for the most part, psychic readings, to me, are meant to give you clarity about the things you're doing already and to give you options for what's coming up in your future. So just know that when you get a psychic reading, it's all about Spirit whispering in your ear through the person who is doing your psychic reading to help you have the options and the clarity to move forward, to figure out how to release things, and to know that Spirit, God, higher power has your back. If your psychic is not doing that for you, if they're asking you a lot of questions and then giving you answers, if they're telling you you should do this or you should not do that, that is not options. That is not for your highest good. That is not giving you the choice. It is letting you give that person the right to make decisions for your life. But that's not what psychics are meant to do. So just know that when you're looking at getting a psychic reading, when you're looking at what's good for you, check out the style of the psychic that you chose to read for you to make sure it's for your highest good. And then go into that reading with an open mind and open heart. Questions, write your questions down, and be prepared for whatever comes through. I know in my practice, when I do psychic readings, I love doing psychic readings because I always feel like the person comes in all nervous and not sure what to do. And by the end of it, they're feeling lighter and brighter, and they have some hope, and they have some clarity, and they just feel better at the end of a reading. If you get a reading and you do not feel better, that's a clue to go to somebody else, to check out somebody else who's going to really speak to your higher self. So that's what goes on in a reading, my friends. I'm wishing you love and hugs and amazing time in whatever reading you choose to get.